episode 106. Season 3.
106. Episode 2 of Season 3.
Yeah.
We're back. A lot like Yellowstone.
What?
That's back for a new Season 2.
Oh, very good.
I've never watched it,
Yeah.
but I actually watched the first episode, but my wife didn't like it, so that means I can't watch it.
Kevin Costner's in it. How did she not like it?
This
I know.
is not the podcast.
Oh, yeah,
it's
sorry.
the intro.
Oh, yeah, the intro.
Today we talked all about weather.
And Storms. And Debi.
Storms. Yeah, and Debbie. Yeah. She blew through and...
Where storms come from, how they're rated, how they're named. John had a new sponsor for the Waffle Game. We played a quiz about the weather. It was all weather related.
yeah, it was class. And we had some interesting news stories
Whether
as
you
well.
like weather or not, listen to the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
No choice whether to like weather or not, to be honest.
Right, let's try and name it.
Let's name it.
Okay,
Put me up,
yeah.
John Boy.
Okay. For feck's sake, Bertie.
What?
You just named it.
That was my suggestion.
Oh my god.
What's yours?
Okay, so mine would be Debbie Does Dundry.
Knowing where to tap.
Oh, that's good too.
Oh, we're not going with the doctor's one, no?
No, because that would give it away then.
Okay.
Yeah, I like his one. Feck it.
Butter me up,
John
Boy.
Boy.
John Boy.
Okay, I like
Is
it.
that where we're going?
Yeah, that's
Love it.
What an asshole. All right.
Cue me in, Scotty.
Episode 106 or season 3, episode 2.
Butter me up, John Boy.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, waffle me this, waffle me that. Thinking all the topics that you could have had. The only thing that makes me feel so alive. I'm guessing for 30, it could be only 5. Getting them all would be a superpower. You can get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
Yeah, I love that song.
Tasty little number, isn't it?
It is a great song. I'll never get tired of it.
Needs a sax solo.
How many times have we heard that? What? Where? How many times?
106. Oh no, actually no. It was episode 15. I think it came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were just using generic non-copyrighted.
I went back and listened to it the other day.
Material.
Myself and my daughter were on her way to school, the 9-year-old, and she loves the intro to the JB Waffle Hour, so she wants to listen to it. And she's like, "What was it like before you were on it?" And I went back and I gave her a listen to the thing. She was like,
Oh no.
"Oh yeah, no, that's good." Okay.
That's just
Okay.
being polite.
We'll see you next time. Yeah. I hope to have you back.
And then I played her. There's 2 versions of our intro. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah. So episode 15 to 60 something, I think.
Okay.
There's one version of it,
Hmm.
and it's really tight and it's like a rap song almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it
More Beastie Boys.
it becomes real rocky now in the
Yeah,
season
yeah.
2
I
version.
think I remember something like that, and
And big news.
Oh.
Big news.
Oh.
Okay.
Coming out of the Waffle Hub.
Okay.
Oh, right.
That we forgot to mention last week
Yes.
is that last week was the first episode in Season 3.
Way.
Oh, awesome.
Connor just blinded us with his fabness and we forgot all about it.
Yeah.
So he was the first episode of season 3.
He
Get
was.
him with a bang.
Yeah.
That's fairly fitting, isn't it?
I owe him a coaster.
Oh, you didn't
yeah.
bring a coaster.
Forgot the coasters last week.
Oh, bad form.
How many have we got left? You had to get, there was
4.
a minimum order of 1,000, was it?
Yeah, 1,000. No, I definitely didn't order 1,000. The decimal point was a little bit closer. It was 10.
right. Okay.
But anyway, it is episode 106.
Yes, it is.
106.
Or as you used to do, which Work Owen did not appreciate, was it's episode 2 of season 3.
Yes. Yes,
There
screw
you
that
go.
guy.
I hope you all enjoyed episode 1 of 5, Connor's chocolate balls. That was last week's episode. We had Connor on for a chat about just being Connor and being fab.
Yeah. Well,
He was fabulous.
Let's be honest. The conversation was actually about coming out and being gay and being a gay man nowadays, and coming out actually quite late in his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was the big thing.
Yeah.
He spoke fantastically well.
Yeah. He was great inspiration. Yeah. Great one to listen to.
He has a nice voice for podcasting and audio recording, but he's a face you want to bang. And let's move on.
Jesus Christ.
May as well give him a compliment.
Did you just come out?
There you
Face
go.
you want to bang. Okay, interesting.
Because I didn't want to say he has a face for radio, because he doesn't. He has
He
a
is-
face for being out in the public.
He is actually a good-looking chap. You know, he is.
Ah,
Yeah.
he is,
You
yeah.
look like your man from Maroon 5. I said that to the wife when I got home.
Do you think he's an undercover spy for the gay community? They send him out to try and turn men. I think that's what it is.
I'd say so, yeah.
A honeypot. Is that what they call them?
Yeah. I'd say so.
A Connor pot. We'll call him Connor pot.
Connor pot. Damn him and his good looks.
Yeah. He didn't turn me though. It was close, touch and go there for a few minutes.
He was touching you.
It was touch and go.
Was that what that was?
Yeah. He touched and then
then
he went.
You didn't get the penis flutters.
No, I didn't.
Thanks for coming on, Connor.
Yeah, I was testing it the whole way through. I was like, no, he's still okay. Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Didn't even move once.
Anyway, thanks for everybody that has been interacting with us over the last week. We have been we're trying really hard to up our Instagram activity and our interactions, and we're sending things out and touching people in many, many ways.
Yeah.
And if you would like to touch us back, please rate, like, share, follow, and subscribe. Also, please, when you see the podcast on Spotify, please rate us. Somebody did John Rick. Thank you very much.
Well done, lads.
Also, if you would just interact with us underneath, whether it's a poll or whether it's feedback for the episode, whether it's a question, and it doesn't have anything to do with that specific episode. If something just come to mind and you can't remember what episode you wanted to comment, just send it in on any episode and we will get it and we'll talk about it.
Even if it's totally unrelated, ask a question about why does an elephant have big ears?
Yes.
It doesn't matter. Just engage with it, because then it plays with the Spotify algorithm.
Anything last week?
Our Instagram followers has gone up though.
Hey.
It's working.
Go on the Insta.
Engagement.
It is episode 106. And I think we're going to talk about the year 1906. A quick little look back to 1906. Ronald Amundsen, Norwegian explorer. You ever hear of him?
Yes.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, he was first.
You're all into the explorers, aren't you?
He beat my ancestor.
1906.
Oh yeah, okay. So you actually do know about it. I thought you were reading my Google.
No.
So he locates the magnetic North Pole. Ethiopia declared independent in tripartite pact. I don't know what that is. No, tripartite. I'm going to look really dumb now when I read that back. But anyway, countries divided into British, French, and Italian spheres of influence. Finland is the first European country to give women the vote then as well. And then there was obviously the San Francisco earthquakes as well. That was a big one. There you go, 1906. Big old year, that one.
Great year.
Finland giving women the opportunity to vote in 1906.
Yep.
First country.
First country in the world?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Fair play, Finland.
Well done, Finland.
Lads, they're always good.
First land.
They tend to be depicted as generally the bad guys in a lot of Mighty Ducks movies. Finland are always yeah. They're always the bad guys when it comes to ice hockey movies.
Oh, was it not Russian? No,
they're sound.
Like Miracle on Ice. That was against the Russians.
Oh, were they Russian? Were they?
I think so. Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
True story.
Miracle on Ice.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
It's about the 1980s USA hockey team that were down in their luck, but they rose to win.
Of course they did, because they're from America.
Yeah, it's a film.
Yeah.
Oh, is it actually a true story? Is it?
Yeah, Miracle on Ice.
America always win, don't they? It's just they're so big.
It's a 1981 movie.
It's because they never tell the stories when they lost.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Only tell the
The
stories.
Miracle on Ice was an ice hockey game during the 1980 Winter Olympics in Lake Placid, New York. There you go.
Is there many old wars that the United States haven't won?
Back-to-back World War champions.
Literally,
World War champions. Yeah.
literally the most recent one against the Taliban. They lost that war.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that was. Yeah,
What a waste.
I think anyone won that war.
Taliban won.
Did they though?
Yeah, of course. They literally took back the country, and now they're ruling the country that they've been fighting for.
Is the country in a good state? This is we get really deep.
They bet the French and they bet the English, didn't they?
The Americans or the Taliban?
The Americans.
Yeah.
They bet the French, and then they're fighting against the English. And even though they already bet the French, they're like, "Oh, you don't like England either," and France are like, "Oh yeah, we have you."
Yeah. Mad how all those countries like to just go in and take things, don't they?
It's a cycle. They're saying that there's an 80-year cycle
of
badness, and then 80 years of goodness, and then after 80 years, it cycles again.
So what you're saying is we should keep a fucking snaky eye on
Basically,
England beside us there.
I think now from 2025 is the next cycle. So it's 80. Like if you go back 80 years ago, it was I think what was 80 years ago from this thing, but let's say it's 1940s, or you're talking after World War II ended.
What was 100 years? Is 20 or
100 years would have been 1923.
Yeah.
So let's say the World War ended in 1944.
30, yes.
It was D-Day kind of thing.
40. Yeah.
So then after that, then the economy started growing, such and such, and then the crashes all happened. I think a terrorist something happened. I don't know, but I remember looking at it on TikTok.
Right. a source of wonderful
Source of very,
information.
very
The
interesting.
The
info.
Native American people I think they're just called natives now.
Oh, right.
They like us Irish.
Do they?
Yeah, because we have the whole, England took their land, England took our land. We have a bit of a bond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't they?
Good.
They gave money to us in the War of Independence.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very sound. We're sound as a country,
Yeah.
though, aren't we? Like, in fairness.
Well, we gave it back to them. I think they're doing something else, and we gave money back or something like that after like 100 years or something like that.
Very good.
Yeah, it's a very interesting story. Look it up.
Go on, the Irish. Is there any reason in particular that we haven't gone around taking stuff over? We tend to go and like just go over and get.
We
a job,
sneak
right?
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be sound.
Yeah.
Show them how to drink pints.
Yeah.
There was a time we did that to England though.
Take over.
We used to go across in the boat and we used to take stuff from England. And
You
come back.
personally.
And they were afraid of Ireland at one stage, but that was way
Do people know
way
that you
back.
should do this?
You're
It's
good.
over in my canoe.
Over in the camper van.
Over
during the
over
summer.
over to Anfield, taking like pieces of the seat. and
You
stuff.
stole stuff from Diddley Squat Farm, is it?
No, I paid outrageous inflated prices
Stupid
for
money
stuff
to
at
Diddley Squat.
Squat Farm.
Bloody Brits. So listen. How was your weekend, John Boy? How was your weekend?
Good. I had a few pints on the Friday,
Oh, lovely.
and then
Guinness.
Guinness.
Lovely. Guinness pints are gorgeous.
I don't know whether I don't know. I felt fairly hungover now Saturday morning. I only had like 4 pints.
That's because you're getting old, John.
But
You
I-
couldn't, you
I
couldn't find your
didn't feel
glasses
the May
earlier
West
and
now.
they're on your head.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Don't
What-
tell anybody that. Don't put it on podcast.
What sort of day did you have on Friday that might have led up to the pints?
Oh, just a good big working day.
Did you ate your lunch?
The lunch, had the dinner as normal.
Loads
did a
of
little
water.
bit of a workout and everything. No bother. Normal Friday.
Right.
Who'd you go with?
Paul Mullally.
Oh.
Yeah. Just texted me saying he's a Kildaki man as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Hmm.
The
Very hard to
runners.
get into that the Kildaki group. Tell you. Be trying to get in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no. The village inn wouldn't let you in.
you can't even get into the fucking town now. They've got
Yeah,
the
yeah.
roads closed
You
off.
have to
Oh
show
yeah, the
your
roads are
address.
closed, is it?
Oh no, it's back open now.
Oh, is it all right?
Yeah, back
Yeah.
open. But there's a big giant patch on the road now. You can see.
Big plaster.
Basically, may as well be. The look of it.
Kildaki road surfaces.
And then on Saturday, I just changed the 4 brakes. 4 brake pads. The brakes on the 4 wheels, I changed them on the car.
Jesus.
Absolute
Okay.
pain in the arse.
Yeah, I'd say that's some job. You
Yeah.
obviously take the wheels off.
Take the wheels off, take the pads off, then put the pads back on, and then you have to bleed all the brakes. They were
Yeah.
a nightmare.
That's if it's
bleeding was the
dangerous if
worst.
you don't. Jesus.
Yeah.
Is that why you went flying by earlier on?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't look at the front of the car.
Oh man, that's hard, isn't it?
And you had a pneumatic drill, no?
No,
Air
no,
gun?
no.
I would have brought you over one. You'd be able to take the wheels off really quick.
Never thought of that, but no. Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go on then.
Just had a big ratchet bar thing.
Class.
Old school.
Speaking of changing the wheels, this weekend is the Las Vegas GP, first Formula One.
Wrong podcast.
Around. No, it's just it's interesting because they're going to be they've closed the center of Las Vegas off
I seen the news.
and they're racing cars
And they
around.
cut down a load of trees for
I
us
think
as
it's.
well.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's terrible. What's
They've
going on?
destroyed the place.
Yeah, they took
Yeah.
down like trees. They even emptied the fountain in
That's
front
right,
of
yeah.
the
And
MGM.
put seats in it.
Yeah,
It's
weird.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Put
But
all stickers
all
on
for the
the
money.
crossways going across.
can you imagine the amount of money that's bringing in if that's what they're doing to the place?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, unbelievable.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting to see. It's on 6 a.m. if you fancy getting up and watching it.
In tomorrow morning.
Not even
No,
a bit.
Saturday morning, I think, or Sunday morning.
You're just
not sure
watching
which one.
cars go round
I'll
and round.
Now,
And
there's
round.
that's what
And
some
round.
people say about football.
And
Not
round.
that they go round.
yeah,
and round.
I'd say that about football.
Yeah, you see,
I prefer rally.
You have to understand it.
Would-
rally's good as well.
Would
yeah,
you
I like it.
would you put a bet on Formula One? You put a bet on soccer, but
There's no point in
could you put a
betting
bet on
Formula One
Formula
because there's
One?
only one fella that's winning at the moment anyway. So
Yeah.
there's no point in betting on it.
Could you
But
bet
can
You
like
could do though. You can bet on
Can,
anything.
can you like pick the places? Like say, oh well, he might win. Like was it Lewis Hamilton's or
Max
Verstappen,
Verstappen is the main boyo.
and could you say, oh well, then bet on who might be third, fourth, fifth, sixth?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But
probably
I mean,
the best way to go.
you can bet on like which school kid is going to win the race
Did
down
you
the
see
road.
how
if you want
fast?
to.
Did you see the TikTok where it was like the pit in like the early 1990s, and then
Compared to now.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
doing it like in about 12 seconds in the
Mm.
early 90s.
Yeah, it's
Now-
1.3 or
Yeah.
1.2
Oh,
seconds.
it's mad.
That's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Out, gone. Like Keith Duffy's Tireland. You get in there, change those
Yeah.
tires, out you go, Keith
There you
Duffy. Bertie,
Tire to tire.
how was your weekend, buddy?
Yeah, I mixed up the crayons, right? So I was meant to go green first and then red, but I put the red one in by mistake first, and then I had to go green at the weekend because green was meant to be go and red was meant to be stopped. But
What are you talking about?
on the Ram.
Oh, right, okay. Jesus, I didn't know
So
what
now he's got the green one on, so we don't want any green bums because we've all red bums. We don't want any green bums.
Right. So explain it again. Now that I know what you're talking about, you put the wrong crayon on at the weekend.
Yeah, I meant to go green at the start, but I put red on. So then I put green on there last Saturday.
Okay.
Right.
So he has that for 21 days.
Right.
I think it's 21 days.
So if you see green,
Yeah, it's
green
gonna,
is go.
Go and be a late lamb now
Green, let's go.
because they should all be up to fluff.
Right.
And then if there's green on it, that means he didn't get them the first time.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. How is he performing compared to Gandalf?
Yeah, no, he's got them all done now. I think 12 might have been a bit much for Gandalf now, to be fair.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, grand.
Good lad.
He's still got some stuff left if you know of any Yo's knocking around.
How many?
How do you know he has stuff left?
Well, he's bred to be
The
he-
measure.
Like humping the air.
Yeah, he's bred to be out with like 40 or 50 Yo's, like.
No way.
Oh yeah, she's only 3-year-old.
All right, how long will he go for?
Well, I will probably have him for 3 cycles before I have to keep some of his daughters, like. So I think I'm stocked now for the next 3 cycles, maybe.
Right. What does that mean?
But that I have enough sheep, like, so I don't have to keep any.
For 3 years.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay.
So then on the fourth one, I'll have to get rid of him because I'll have to keep some of his Yo's.
oh, and
or
then he
lambs.
he can't do the business with any of his young
No,
ones.
he would. You see, that's the thing, right? That's why you have to try and manage your animals, because people saying, "Oh, just let all the animals all out your natural whatever." They would ride fucking anything
Do you think?
if you didn't manage them. They're not like, "Oh yeah, that's Mary there. She's my daughter. I can't go near her." No,
That's
he wouldn't. He
Different
wouldn't ride her
world. Yeah, different world
Yeah.
out in Boards
Mm.
Mill. They
That-
just do different
that's
things.
why-
It is, but
that's
typical
why
boards. But are we still
management-
talking about sheep or what?
there. That's why management of animals is important. And all these people in certain places are saying, "Oh no, animals, you just let them do their own thing or whatever." No, because then you'd have a sheep that will look weird.
Well,
What if you put like pictures of scary things on the back of their arse so they don't?
like a tramp stamp, basically?
Yeah. Yeah. Or like a picture of a sheepdog on their arse, and
maybe.
he'll be like, can't go near there.
He wouldn't give a shit. I'd say. He'd
No.
just go for it.
It's great
He's
sheepdog.
up there for the 4 seconds and away he goes.
Control 4 seconds for
Yeah.
play.
Christ.
Often playing the Xbox afterwards.
Yeah.
This is an X-rated podcast for after turning into.
Look, it's always X-rated. Yeah, no different than the fucking Palace there on a Friday or Saturday night. I'd say.
I was over in that boy at the weekend. Went to.
You were. I saw the Sabrosa tag and I
Yeah.
was like, very good. Yeah,
Yeah,
good
well-
yourself. You didn't give me a text.
And you went
One
through
had
Kildalkey to
pancakes.
go to that boy, and you.
No, because I was in Navan.
Right, okay. What day was
Dad
that?
had to pick up
What
Sarah.
day were you in?
Sunday morning breakfast.
Where was I Sunday morning? I was playing football. I was doing what's their time?
We were over there at 10 to 12, I think.
I was free and all.
Oh, okay.
I was free
Football blitz that
Sunday morning too.
Maybe
yeah.
maybe if everything goes right, I'll have to pass your house to go to that boy someday.
Oh,
I can pick you up.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was actually looking at the house out there.
Nice.
I went by it there the other day.
Okay.
Nice old spot. Anyway, we won't reveal
No.
any of that type of
No,
stuff.
you can't.
Do you have any news?
I have news. Yeah, we get into news.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
do have news, lads.
All right, let's do it.
Unless you had something fantastic to done over the weekend, do you want to tell us about?
Oh, well, actually, yeah, no, I put a roof in my shed, but we'll get onto that later on. Right. Influencer, I can't speak, responds to people saying she will regret the tattoo of her boyfriend's name she got on her forehead.
Mm-hmm.
So, Anna, did John like this? No, he didn't.
No, I seen
Um,
this.
I
stuff.
seen it though,
You
Yeah.
did see it,
and
John.
I read about it.
Yeah, I read about it,
Anna
yeah.
Stanskovsky decided to get her boyfriend Kevin, one of the Minions' names,
Mm.
tattooed on her forehead.
Of all things to say.
Yeah, because of love apparently. People in the comments were telling her that she will regret it and she will come out. She came out swinging in the video. Everyone is. I'm going to do it in her voice where she's Stanskovsky. Everyone is saying to me, I will regret that. And every time I look into the mirror, I'm like, I'm in love. So, what do you think of this, guys? Not the accent that I just did. But
I'd like to debunk it.
Yeah, do you not see the video? No.
No!
Yeah.
Oh no!
You're out of date.
Sorry,
Scotty. You're
What
Scotty.
out
happened?
of
So what
date.
happened here? Tell me.
It was fake. It was just a viral video that was made.
Yeah, no, but she was
right.
doing it for the right reasons.
What was
So
the
she
reasons?
wanted to warn younger people about getting too many tattoos because she has loads of tattoos go up her arm and across her chest that she regrets. But she says people told her when she was younger that she might regret some of these and think more carefully about them.
Yeah.
But those people didn't have tattoos. So she just thought it was more credible coming from someone who had a lot of tattoos.
Very good. Well done to her.
But like technically, you can get away with it. Like let's say Kevin broke up with her. Plenty more Kevins in the world.
That's true. You just
Yeah.
walk into a bar and be like, anyone here called Kevin?
Kevin.
Yeah, me. Yeah, you'll do.
Kevin.
But you could turn it. I'm sure you could turn it into something fairly easily.
I don't know. Could
Anyway, so that was
paint the
debunked.
black and go black.
Great stuff. Gee, Mac. Well, good on her. I was thinking,
There
God, she's
are
a big eat.
345.3 people named Kevin for every 100,000 Americans.
What
Yeah,
kind of website is this you're on?
There you go.
OnlyFans. You'd be all right getting Kevin in your forehead then, wouldn't you?
There you go. There's loads of them.
That's right. What's Kevin upside down and backwards?
Nevik.
All right. Anyway, so
Like,
OnlyFans star who dubbed
Kennick.
herself Australia's most sexually active woman has set herself a new dating challenge.
Right.
So she has stated that after discovering her account, her previous employer promptly dismissed her after only 5 days of employment. She also claimed that she bedded a staggering 300 people in a single year, including 5 on the same day. And she said that she can't even. Oh, this guy says he can't even get a text back. But now she set herself a brand new challenge and is hoping to go on a date every week after being single for 3 years. She says, "I used to go out about 3 dates or on about 3 dates a year. So that's why I want to do this now. I've never been much of a dater, so I wanted to give myself an incentive, and I'm holding myself accountable by posting reviews of the dates online."
3 people in the one day.
5 in the one day.
Or 5 in the one
That's
day.
terrible.
Isn't that unbelievable?
That's
Yeah.
one every
And she's not a porn star. or
5
anything.
hours. Or 4 hours.
She's an OnlyFans star. So,
But like-
kind of,
yeah.
but no, not really.
Hmm.
Like,
Terrible.
is she famous enough that people would know who she is, and that's why she was getting these people, or
No.
would she have to go put the work in?
I should have to do the work, the leg work.
How is she getting 5?
She's not a right looking girl. She wouldn't have to work that hard, I would
Yeah,
say.
But like,
in general, girls
so if
don't
you
have
if
to
you
work.
work 9 to 5,
Yeah.
then you go home or whatever, have dinner, then you go out at 6.
How would you get 5 in that time?
Yeah, and then you have 6 to 12.
1 at 9.
That's 6 hours.
It's a bit
Unless,
dangerous.
unless you're doing afternoon delight.
She's doing it every chance she gets, this woman. It's a bit dangerous, is the only thing, really, wouldn't it be? Going out and being that sexually active.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
kind of
pull a
getting...
muscle.
You get... Well, yeah.
Well, it mustn't.
But you probably get a little bit of a reputation for yourself, and then I suppose lads might see you about the place, and they'd probably try it on
Oh,
a little bit easier, or...
Definitely. And just wouldn't you hate to get like into the news as well?
You'd have to refuse
Worldwide
that as well.
news.
Imagine the
Yeah.
amount of carbs you'd have to eat to keep up with that.
Yeah, she'd
Well,
be in
if
good
she-
shape anyway.
Yeah.
Like, is it a case of, fair play to you, to each their own,
No,
blah,
it's
blah,
a terrible
blah?
life to lead. Her kids now are going to read them news reports when she's older.
Yeah, that's the other thing, yeah.
Mm.
You don't want to look back in that and be like, yeah, I was...
No. And
Right.
there's no erasing it. Once it's online, that's it.
Yeah, that's it forever, really,
It's
isn't
everywhere.
it? Yeah. Are young people just not thinking about the consequences? Are they...
I think they're thinking of fame.
Are they unlucky to live, to grow up in a time of
COVID.
social media and
Yeah.
cameras and all that type of stuff?
Yeah.
Have we had this type of stuff back in our day, but no one
No.
really heard about it? Because there was stupid people.
There always would have been one person that would have told everybody.
I remember a friend who was ridiculously stupid about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think if he was doing the stuff that he would have done back then, nowadays, he'd be in the news. He'd be on Lad Bible for sure.
Would he?
Or in prison, I'd say.
Are we talking about?
Owen?
No.
Are we talking about? Are we thinking about the same person?
My friend.
Because I have a friend that's the same as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, yes.
Actually, he'd been in 4 courts. Never mind the news.
Oh, my Lord. Let's move away from that quickly before we say the name. Okay. My last piece of news then. Nitrous oxide. You know nitrous oxide?
I do,
Have you
yeah.
heard of this thing?
Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
This was new to me. But nitrous oxide users can be jailed from today in the UK as possession of laughing gas becomes illegal. So they're using this stuff to get high, basically.
Okay.
Oh, no, you use them get fast.
While they're getting
Too fast.
something. They're getting way too
I'm
fast.
furious.
So nitrous oxide users can be jailed
Over
from
and over
today.
and over again.
Brits caught with the substance, but also known as NOS or NANGs, with the intent of getting high, can be put behind bars.
You push the button. Push the button. Push the
So
button.
I wonder, like, what is it? Is it a canister of something? Is it an aerosol? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
well, it comes in canisters when it's for the car.
Yeah.
So is it these little thingies here? Oh, sugar. These little boyos. Is that what they are? Those little silver.
Oh yeah.
Silver canister.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
So the maximum possible sentence for laughing gas dealers in this and all.
Some of the soccer players got done with it as well. No, what's that?
What?
With the laughing gas from, yeah.
14 years. It's been doubled up to 14
It's
years.
big
apparently.
addiction. I heard. Like, as in, it's meant to.
What?
People get addicted to it.
I wonder what the... do you think you have an addictive personality, but you might have just found the right thing for it? I think sometimes that I have an addictive personality, but I got into, say, the likes of music, playing
Yeah.
drums, or some sort of creative
Well,
outlet.
they said Elvis had an addictive personality. He just got addicted to everything.
Yeah. Yeah, the burgers was the thing that got him in the end. But pills as well, I suppose, for him, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was, yeah. And the music, of course, and how hard he worked and everything.
So
In one way, it's a good thing, and another way, it's a bad thing.
do you think that people with addictive personalities just need guidance into the right outlet, and they're just unlucky to fall into.
What are the symptoms of
drinking
an
drugs.
addictive personality?
I don't know. Bertie's probably going to Google that there now. It's her, yeah.
Oh, okay.
The symptoms.
I'm
of
turning
it.
Yeah.
into the research
Like,
desk.
well, how can you tell what is addictive? Are you talking about ADHD or addictive personality?
No, addictive personality. So getting over obsessed with something. I would
like
say
OCDs kind of stuff.
no, not even, but just like eating and breathing the thing that you get involved in. So do you find? I find with me anyway. I take up things and I become all about them when I take them up. So like I took up jiu-jitsu for a while.
Yeah.
And for about 2 years, 3 years, I was just all about jiu-jitsu. It's like I would need to learn more about it.
I don't know if that's is that mixed up with passion.
Would you
having
like
a passion about
well,
it?
Maybe.
isn't it along the same train track but just different train stations?
I guess, yeah. So what do you? What's it?
So,
I'm just looking for a description of addictive personality.
Adventurous or thrill seeking, attention deficit disorder diagnosis, comfort
ADHD.
with secrets or lying, desire for immediate gratification,
Ooh.
difficulty in accepting responsibility, difficult with self-regulation, ease with risk-taking behaviours,
Okay, it's definitely owned then. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
early childhood trauma, exposure to drugs and alcohol, family history of addiction, impulsivity, mental health conditions like anxiety and depression, neurotoxin, or high level of sensitivity or nervousness, and
Right.
obsessive and compulsive behaviours.
And this is just Owen's Facebook page, is it? When are you moving on to the
It's his
actual...
Tinder bio.
I'm not. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm a lot of those. I just. Yeah, I guess passionate. I guess about things.
But
No,
you-
I get you.
You're
I get what
cherry
you're
picking
saying.
some of them, and some of them, if you pick them, can also be characteristics of like someone that's hardworking, like and
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff
yeah,
like-
there's a fine line, like as in, like, who's the person that would look at something that's really hard and say, I want to be perfect at that, and if they want to really work hard on getting perfection on it, is that attention deficit disorder or personality disorder or?
I'm sure it's something
That's
to do with the
interesting,
brain, like some kind of neuroscience.
Or is there a childhood trauma
If
where?
only we could get
you were-
someone on like that. Go on.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh.
Tag. Is there like a childhood trauma where you were told you weren't good enough for something, or that you couldn't do something?
Funny you say that, because
Click.
I listen to like the podcasts of successful people, all that kind of stuff, and everybody that has been successful has had some kind of figure in their life that's told them they weren't good enough, and what drove them to become successful and is that person.
Adversity.
Yeah,
Batman wouldn't be Batman without the Joker.
that's the thing.
You know what I
No,
mean?
Batman wouldn't be Batman if he didn't fall down in the cave with
Oh,
the bats.
The bats. So I suppose the bats. Yeah. But Batman needs Joker, right?
Yeah.
You need that
Yeah.
nemesis in you, and you need something to
Well,
fight
you can't
against.
be a vigilante without
You're just some Egypt
Someone-
running around with a cape.
Vigilance.
Super Dan running around
Yeah.
Navan. Yeah, interesting.
It's a
Interesting.
yin yang thing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I do think you obviously need a little bit of adversity in your life, a little bit of friction in order to.
Yeah, well, you look at the first characteristics there, so the adventurous and thrill seeking. Like that could turn into bungee jumping or moving to Australia, or it could turn into putting 40 grand on Spurs to win 1-0.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
So
which I wouldn't do at the moment.
I think there's probably a fine line between it being a problem and it being a good thing for you. Like.
Just shows you how fine the line is that we walk in life. You know, how we could just tilt and just go one way, or tilt to go one way, or how lucky we are to have got how far we are, that we could have been pushed in a different direction
Yeah.
at any stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Interesting.
your music. If you didn't discover music, God knows where you'd be. You could
If
be
you had more protein as a baby, you could have been 6'6" and went to the NBA.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's how.
If I had more protein?
yeah, that's a fine line, like
Oh, feck.
you know.
That's what it was.
And
There
can
you
we
go.
start now? Like, can I give my kids protein? Or,
I-
like protein bar or something?
I said I watched giving your son protein because he kicked a shower you one day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, he's probably going to anyway. It's
I'd be super proud of him.
that lad's going to be big. Debbie arrived.
Yes.
Debbie did Dundry.
Debbie was a big Karen.
And she was, yeah. She feckin' blew my shed over, bitch. So we're going to talk about storms and storm
Yes.
weather. And
Are you sure now? Are you sure this is the one you want to go with? Because yeah, you were chopping and changing all day.
no, it followed the path, man. It's all a rich tapestry. There is something that I'll segue off into. But yes, storms. Bertie, Give us your take on storms. What do you think? Are you for or against them?
Well, it was quite windy. I woke up at 10 to 6 this morning with the wind, but I'm not sure if I woke up because of the wind or was I going to wake up anyway. I don't know. But I got an extra hour in bed this morning, but it was quite, I will say now, when I woke up at 10 to 6, I don't know if it was worse in the couple of hours before that, but it was very windy.
Is it that you left the window open and it blew your clock back an hour and you're like, meh, extra hour?
No, but I had to go out and make sure the sheep were still alright.
Oh,
Did you bring them in? Did you bring them in? No.
No, they're in along the hedge and stuff. They're grand. The shed was all right. All the sheds, all 4 sheds were all right. The garage was all right.
Well built.
The car was all right.
Shut up, you.
I parked it. Yeah, I parked. Yeah, you see, I screwed mine down. I parked the other side in the driveway as well because away from the trees, because sometimes branches come down.
Oh, you did that preventatively.
Yeah,
Very
but
smart.
there was electricity in the house when I left this morning, but then it went like at 9 o'clock and only came back there at like 8 this evening.
You brought it with you?
I must have, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, we had no electricity when we woke up this morning.
But poor Galway,
That's
they
right.
got hammered as well.
Oh, they did, yeah.
The poor man in the shop is the second time, so insurance doesn't pay out when the same thing happens twice.
Oh, no way.
I think he said that in the news, yeah.
What actually happened in floods?
Yeah, floods and everything because he's on is it the prom or whatever in Salt Hill?
Yeah, yeah. Are they saying that, like, what is it Wexford and there's places down there that the insurances, they just won't anymore
Yeah.
because it's
All
happening
these
so
businesses and
frequently?
everything,
But that's sad for them. But they have to take storm preventative measures is the next thing.
yeah.
You know, are storms becoming more frequent, or is it just me?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think
No, it's pretty normal.
maybe last night. Now, yeah, the storm woke me up. I personally thought it was one of the
like,
strongest.
John.
Well,
knock.
Ophelia was quite strong.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
I felt that last night's one was stronger than Ophelia.
apparently it was. It was record high
really?
winds. Yeah, yeah.
Because
for the country, yeah.
But
even my trampoline. Sorry for interrupting, but my trampoline. It's a big chunky trampoline. Like if
Do you say a junky trampoline?
chunky?
All right, chunky, right.
And it was leaning. I
Alright.
got up at like 5:30 to go out and look at the garden, and yeah, the trampoline was leaning.
It was
I like,
considering leaving you.
I was thinking, going, what if it does take off? What do I do if I go out? Will it take me with it?
Yeah.
Is there any point in doing anything?
Don't leave it.
So I just had to look at it and go, don't go anywhere. And it
How
didn't
about your
go anywhere.
bins?
My bins are fine because they're kind of in an enclosed
I've seen a
area.
lot of bins where bins aren't meant to be this morning on the way to work.
Yeah. Has to be done.
Don't know why you left them out. And 2 of them were full, like.
Really?
And it's still the wind was there.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it's, on the way up to work now, you see the
It
load of
was
rubbish all over the
definitely
road.
Debbie was definitely more gusty
Yeah.
than
yeah.
Ophelia. Do you want to know what the next was going to be?
Yeah, go on.
Elin.
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 That's a nice name, isn't it?
And then we're on to Fergus, Garrett, Henk, Isha.
Oh, they do
Jocelyn.
that. Is it they do it alphabetically? Is it?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then when you get the W, then you're back there.
I didn't realize that.
I thought
Yeah.
it was like actual storm, like they recognised it. You're like, that looks like Declan.
Yeah, yeah.
Debbie.
There's Debbie, that big.
Yeah, but you haven't met Declan, have you?
Oh, no, I've met
No, he's on the way.
It led me to another question this morning when I woke up, and it was, what do you think would happen if all of a sudden electricity became you weren't able to get any electricity in your house? How would you survive? Because I woke up this morning, I made a little list here.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning. The alarm clock, obviously on my phone. If my phone runs out of battery, I've no alarm clock. How do I wake myself up in the
Yeah,
morning?
you get more worried. Like my phone went down to 6%, and I was like, "Oh, I'm going to Navan anyway, so I'll just charge in the car." or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. The car
You
charger.
get more worried. I said I was
Mystery.
more worried about getting your mum's phone going dead, so I gave her. I had a power bank,
A telecom iron box.
and I charged up the phone. But then you're going to the fridge, and you're like, "Up for clubfish, up
Ye-
for clubfish, up for clubfish,"
Yeah.
because you don't want to let the coldness out.
Flushing the toilet as well.
Yeah,
You
true.
can't flush your toilet, yeah.
Why not? Why can't you flush the toilet?
Oh, he's obviously on the mains
Because
water.
the pump won't
There's
get
a
the water
pump
back
in
into
the
the
well.
cistern.
No, I don't.
Once you drain that's the water gone.
I don't know if my
You
house
basically
has the pump
have
mains or
one,
not.
and you just have one
Oh,
flush.
you'd have a pump in your house, I'd say.
There is a pump, but like
Yeah.
when I turn on the shower, but I didn't think it was connected to the toilet.
Yeah, how do you think the water gets from like the street into your cistern?
Gravity.
Gravity.
Yeah, down. But then how do you think it gets up to the
Gravity.
water?
Gravity solves everything.
Yes, it does.
Like inertia.
So yeah, there was the alarm clock thingy. Waking up in the morning. I don't know how I would wake up without electricity. I don't think I could. I'd naturally probably wake
Well,
up.
yeah. So I woke up at 10 to 6 morning, so I probably would have had to just. That's it. That's me up now.
Yeah, but like the odd morning you might be tireder, and then you're not getting the thing fell
Tireder.
down, and you're gonna sleep in. So the alarm clock's first one for me. Wake up, get the kids up out of bed. Obviously, you don't need electricity for that. That's all good. Breakfast and lunches. How in God's name am I toasting bread without fecking electricity?
Burning bread.
Just get a lighter.
Yeah, you're going through gas then.
Toast for lunch or toast for breakfast?
Toast for breakfast, Lunches, sometimes we get those, those baguettes from Lidl or something.
Toast is a funny old thing, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. This podcast took a segue. Okay, go on.
Because
go on.
It's bread that's baked, and then we take the bread out and we try to bake it again, and we burn it.
Yeah.
And then we put like butter on it and we eat it. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a bit mad, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's delicious though. That's a podcast in itself.
Do you like lightly toasted, medium toast?
A bit medium, yeah.
And what do you think the numbers in your toaster means?
We discussed this, I think.
Is it the level of brownness?
It could be.
It's heat. Well,
it's the minutes.
More heat.
No, it's not minutes.
It is the minutes.
It's not the minutes.
It's not minutes.
I will debunk you. It's
Go.
the minutes.
No, it's not. It's the heat level.
It's heat level, yeah. It has to be.
It's like
the same amount of time.
1, 2, 3, hotter, 4, hottest.
No. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Are you waiting 10 minutes for your toast to come out of the toaster?
No. Well, sometimes
you stick your hand in and take it out.
It's minutes.
No, it's not minutes. It's heat.
God damn it.
Go on, Google it.
There's
Go
a
on,
poll.
debunk.
So far this year we have Agnes. Remember Agnes? 25th of September.
That was this year.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Agnes,
we've gone from A to D already.
And then we had Babette, the 16th of October. We had Kieran, the 29th of October.
I remember
and now
Kieran.
Debbie. And we have a bit of a thing with the Met Office that we tend to name them the same things because they're blown over certain parts of the same place. So we kind of go with the same name. We don't have our own names. Like it wasn't Deborah and then it went to England and it was called Debbie.
Oh, right, okay.
You
It's
know?
the same as, say, England or where it's coming from, basically.
Yeah. So we usually take the same name as far as I'm aware.
So come here to me. How would you get to work? What would you do? Obviously, we've got petrol cars. Would be all right, I suppose. But the battery's going to go dead in that eventually. You have to walk to work. Just imagine for a second there's an apocalypse.
Why would the battery die in your car?
Well, eventually it's going to go. It's not going to last forever.
No.
You know what I mean?
The battery.
A few months,
Yeah.
year maybe down the line, 2 years, your battery's going to go.
On what? The car?
Yeah.
And the newer cars.
No, it'll keep on going.
No.
Sure, it has an alternator, just recharges.
Yeah, I've rarely changed the battery in the newer cars.
What if the alternator goes?
Get a new alternator.
Alternator's going to go eventually. And then the battery dies. How are you going to recharge the battery? It will go eventually. Like,
Get another battery.
You're talking about like an apocalyptic world here.
That's what I'm saying. Like, without electricity, what are the stuff day to day?
Get one of those like cold boxes and put them out in the garden to keep your cold things in.
Yeah.
Like the old days.
Well, this is the apocalypse. There's going to be loads of snow. So I said to my daughter this morning, she was like, "Oh, Dad, can I? We're no school today. Can I watch TV?" I was like, "No, there's no electricity."
Well, actually, I went down to get my charger in the room to bring with me because I thought I was going to have to charge my phone here, and I had my head torch on. And I still went to switch the light off in the room.
I know, it's just habit, isn't it?
I knew it was not.
She said to me then, she was like, "Oh, what can I do?" I was like, "Well, you can play with stuff,
Yeah.
She's like,
Did you win
for
the
that
battleships?
generation? They'd be like,
I won battleships, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For that generation, it'd be amazing.
Did you bend the big one?
What the hell?
What?
Did you bend the big one?
What do you mean bend the big one?
Oh, so it only fits over.
Yeah, because you'll bend the big one and then people think, oh, it's this way. And then you're like, no, it's this way.
That's
Oh,
a terrible
okay.
thing to do.
Yeah, that is terrible, yeah.
What?
That's
and
cheating.
you break it as well.
It's war, John.
It's
Wow.
true, yeah.
I've never seen a bent airstrip in
Bendy boat.
in real life.
But I said to her,
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
both.
there's loads of stuff doesn't work, Georgia. And I was like, because I didn't check your toothbrush. I don't think your toothbrush will work. The electricity is not. And she ran down. It's not an electric toothbrush.
All right.
It's just a normal one. She went down and checked it. She's like, oh no.
No, should she? Jesus.
It works okay. So yeah, no, I just thought it was interesting. Is there stuff in your day that like you take for granted? You'd be like, oh, feck, actually you need electricity for that. The kettle is a big one.
Yeah, need the tea. Now, I have a Kelly kettle,
Right, go
so
on.
I think I'll be okay.
Now,
We're fully electric. We're screwed. Like even our hob is electric. Everything is electric.
I heard the newest thing
But you have a
now.
barbecue.
Oh, the barbecue, yeah.
Yeah, but whipping that out at 6:30 in the morning for breakfast.
I was going to whip it out for me dinner earlier on.
I'll
I was
bear-
close to it.
Bear Grills over here. Bert Grills.
Toast. 1.5 seconds on. 1.5 seconds.
The reliance on electricity is a big one, but electric cars I hear are now it's looking like they're go on the way out.
Right.
So, like, electric cars, yes, there's less emissions, okay? But you have to get the material from that battery somewhere, and that is mined.
Yeah, lithium.
A door is put on an electric car with the same power in the same factory as a door is put on a normal car.
Yeah, but what's...
Everything apart from emissions is damaging the planet the same way as making a normal car is.
Yeah, but how are the chargers...
It's just what you're fed through media, man.
How are the chargers getting their electricity?
Big diesel generator.
Fucking big diesel generator, coal or something.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
seen that on
ridiculous.
TikTok on somewhere in Australia in the middle of nowhere. There's 2 chargers and a big diesel generator beside it because there's no electricity going out that far. Like.
Oh, for God's sake, so stupid.
And plus, they're not great at working in extreme temperatures.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
Here's
they
something-
tend to explode. Just
Ewan McGregor and
Here's
Charlie
something
Borman
funny.
found that out with their electric motorbike.
that's
And
right. Yeah.
Here's something funny, and I couldn't believe it when I asked the question. I asked this to a salesperson. I was getting quotes for solar panels on the house,
Yeah.
and I was there going,
Is there a grant for that?
there is a grant, yeah.
Oh, nice.
We didn't go for it in the end. We're going to wait another year and a half. But I said to him,
specific.
like, which isn't it?
Just to see if society collapses.
It'll be like I thought it was a typical question. I'm like, solar panels, great. So if the electricity goes, then we can just draw the energy from solar panels. No, if the electricity goes, your solar panels go as well.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Well, they won't
What's
take
the
in
point, like?
in light or anything if the electricity goes. Is that right? But
Yeah,
there's
no,
a storage
they're-
there's
they-
a storage battery for them that
Yeah,
charges the
but-
battery.
but
Doesn't it?
Even the battery won't work.
But how?
What?
So how they work? They need electricity for like the
The inverter. And
yeah.
So you're not
The
off the grid
operate
at all,
the
really.
operation system is electric.
You're
like.
technically
for
not
God's sake.
allowed to do that. I asked him. I said, "Well, can you set it up that way?" He said, "You're not allowed by law."
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
do you see the way they brought in that you can
Scumbags.
sell your excess electricity back to the
Back
grid?
to the
Yeah,
grid.
But
yeah.
they haven't even brought that in yet.
Yeah.
You can
and-
do that with windmills,
And
can't
it's
you?
been a year or 2 years since all the companies said, "Oh yeah, we'll buy that back," but they haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
You can't do it with windmills. There's that
Okay,
one. Yeah, on the way to what's out towards Summerhill and right.
Rathmolane.
Yeah,
on the way. Yeah.
the windmill there. I know the family that owns that, and they sell they sell it back to the grid.
Wow.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
if you could do that, then you're making money because what happens when if you have a really sunny day and you make loads of electricity?
Yeah.
It's just
Mm.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, that's what they're
but
saying.
there's a lot of farms doing it now as well.
Yeah.
Trying to save money because obviously they have lots of surface area with sheds and everything like.
Very good.
It's not as exciting or as beneficial as I had thought. That's why
Tell
we're
us-
holding off for a year.
Tell
and a
us
half.
more about it because can you get one that just heats up the hot water or there's one
You have
that's
a choice.
electricity as
You
well?
have a choice. So let's say he comes out and says how much electricity you're using. So let's say 6,000 watts per year. So let's say he'll say, look at your roof, and he'll say, okay, this will take 16 panels of, I think you can get like 400 watts per panel. So let's say, okay, you have 16 panels. This is how much wattage you'll get out of it. So you'll only get like 4,500 watts per year, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And it only works obviously when the sun is shining. If you are charging your car, then the electricity can't go anywhere else. If it's heating the water, it won't power anything else. If you have it heating your lights, if you turn on your lights, you can't heat the water or your car.
What?
You can't have. It's like a triangle. You can only pick one out of the triangle at a time.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah. I was like, so if you have a Tesla,
Is that just this, your particular the particular company that went to your house?
every one of them. That's because the inverter can only do one thing at a time.
And did I have to check which side is the sunnier side of your house?
Yes.
Is it a north-south thing or just wherever? Is that like
It's-
a light indicator?
No, it's a north-south thing because the houses that are directly across from me have the panels on the front of their house, but I could technically get mine on my back of the house.
Back end.
But I just didn't find it as appealing as I imagined it would be. I just
Bad
thought
salesman?
I'd put on. No, they were very good salesmen. It's just I just thought
And,
the technology wasn't ready yet for
You
me.
apply for a grant and then, but you see, people are putting up the price of everything because they know there's grants.
Yeah.
You look at that insulation for houses. That's like double the price now because the grant only covers half of it because like, oh, people are getting this much grant, so we'll just charge this much instead.
Technically, what's happening? Yeah.
So
Ridiculous.
apparently, I heard this at the weekend that the newest thing is hydrogen. Right, so it's basically you can take the hydrogen out of the air. There's a place in America that's doing this. Basically, it just sucks the hydrogen out of the air and uses it to fuel the car.
Wow.
So there's a few things around propulsion or something that they're still trying to work out. But basically, they say that this is the true zero emissions way of actually fueling cars in the future, and that electric cars are a big pile of pants.
So there's a truck company in America that I was researching called Hyliion, and they have a hydrogen electric truck. So basically, hydrogen powers the truck, right? So you put in your hydrogen, and while the wheels are turning, the friction from the wheels charge a battery, a generator in the back. So basically, you're half using your hydrogen to power the wheels, and as it's driving, you're charging a battery.
Nice.
So you can turn off your hydrogen, and then the battery drives you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to plug it into any electric grids or anything like that. You just have to put hydrogen in it.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that's going to be the future of trucking, they're saying.
Right, very good.
Mm.
Hydrogen's the way forward.
And it's like, because you can, the friction of the wheels moving, and also the friction from when you press the brakes. It's called regenerative.
So it's a gyro
braking.
type of thing.
Yeah, regenerative braking.
Very good.
New technology.
Here we go. We heard it here first on the JB Waffle Hour.
Yeah, invest in that company.
So is it time? Will we move on?
Oh, do you want to know what a yellow is?
Yeah, go on.
Colour.
Give us
That
that. Yeah,
is not unusual weather, localized danger.
not unusual.
Then orange is infrequent danger and disruptive, and red is rare, extremely dangerous and disruptive.
I thought it was about when your one got
disruptive.
pregnant from Mr. Burgess.
Yeah.
Red alert!
Yes.
Do you know the way they said on,
Spanish sailor.
for saving power or look outside, oh, is it windy? Oh, put on the washing machine. Well,
Yeah.
Jess, there must have been a lot of washing machines on last night.
Yeah.
Tell you. The power grid must have been off its grid.
Great drying out this
Do you
morning.
remember the time the statistics, the energy grid got its biggest drain right after Coronation Street?
No way.
Did you ever hear that
No.
thing? They used to say that there's a massive big power surge right after Coronation Street because all the mammies went out and put on the kettle.
It's that time, you know the name. It's the reason we all came. Find the words that are the same. It's that time to play the Waffle Game.
Oh, okay. John, over to you for the sponsor of the Waffle
Our
Hour.
sponsor of the Waffle Game today is Electricity, who are now selling bottled electricity. So you can now buy electricity in bottles. If you open up the bottle, just pour it on whatever you need to power. Pour it on your phone, pour it on the kettle.
Would not make more sense to plug the kettle into the bottle.
No,
Yeah.
no. Then that would drain that way. You have to pour it.
Right.
Just open it up, pour the electricity, pours all over it.
Portable electricity.
Yeah, so that's
Pour
our
it
sponsor.
in.
Look, stop dissing our sponsor, lads.
Who was it again? Sorry.
Electricity.
Oh, electricity. Very good.
Because
very
it's
good.
air in the bottle as well.
Oh, for God's sake.
Horrible. So that's
Electricity.
air as an AIR, not EIR.
AIR. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Electricity.
Yeah.
That's,
There's absolutely no relation to an existing company that sounds very similar to it.
yeah, there's a lawsuit on the way.
No.
EIR.
There's not.
Thanks for that, John.
You're welcome.
Cheers, man.
Thanks.
Come on, Bertie. where
Okay,
you go?
so I have no idea of the answers to these. I haven't done this. I haven't seen this, but it's on the weather.
Okay, let's do it.
So how many questions would you like to rattle through? Do you want to go one for one, like Scotty John, or do you want to go through and work together for the duration of the 20 questions?
What do you think, John Boy?
Scotty John, and
Okay.
Okay.
no. We'll go. When does Bertie get in this action?
No, I'm the quiz master.
But I thought we were going to do a three.
Oh, you can do.
Oh, he was going to say it and then he got away.
I thought we were going to do like a little circle.
When are we going to do a gang?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. We'll go for one.
Gang quiz.
I have no idea what the answers are now. So
Okay, go on.
okay. So who's going first? Who wants question one?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus.
sorry, wrong. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ah,
Yeah, I
yummy.
tricked you.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to go
Okay.
first, yeah.
Question number one.
Yes, let's do this.
A thermometer is the device used to measure what?
Temperature.
That is correct.
Yes. Oh.
John. Stratus, Cirrus, Cumulus,
Cumulus.
and Nimbus are types of what?
Nebulous.
You can look at the question because the answer's not here.
Oh. Come on now. Come on.
Guess
Come
what
on.
on
Come
his
on.
glasses.
This is Geography 101.
This question here.
Oh, do you know the answer from the first one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You revealed it.
I would imagine it's something to do with space. Types of space atmospheres.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Are we giving points for these? Or
Clouds.
Sphere.
Oh,
Clouds.
Yeah.
Stratus.
Can I have a pen?
Yeah.
Can I write in this page?
Cumulus. Nimbus.
It sounds like a few videos
Yeah.
that I've seen.
Scotty.
How's your cumulus?
Scotty's 1-0 up.
Yes.
Okay, question 3.
Right, let's do it.
What country experienced the most tornadoes?
Tornadoes, I would say the States. United States. Tornado Alley's there,
Yes,
sure.
USA. That is
Mm.
correct.
Hmm.
John, true or false? A rainbow is a spectrum of light that appears when the sun shines onto water droplets in the air.
True.
That is true.
Oh, John.
Seen a
John.
rainbow before.
John's back in the game.
That was a bit of a gimme, that one, wasn't it?
Number 5. Back to you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Blizzards feature low temperature, strong winds, and heavy what?
Is that the name of the lads from the band? Sorry, say it again. Sorry.
Blizzards
Heavy
feature
lyrics.
low temperatures, strong winds, and heavy what?
Blizzards. Snow.
Oh, yes, no, yeah. Well done.
Gone.
Okay, John, stay in the game.
I like this game.
Yeah, so do I.
Breeze and gale are common terms used to describe the speed of what?
Coronation Street.
Wind.
It is wind.
Oh.
Earth's back to you, Scotty.
Yeah.
Earth's recent temperature rises, which have been linked to human activity, is known as global what?
Oh. I'm going to say warming. Is it warming?
It is warming.
Make it a bit
Yay.
harder here. Come on now. We're
That was way too easy.
Okay, back to John. True or false again, John?
okay.
The highest recorded temperature on Earth of 57.8 degrees Celsius, or 138 Fahrenheit for the Americans, was recorded in Trent Tzvesi in Israel. True or false?
58.
Ooh,
False.
Yeah, that's
That's
a bit,
way too high now.
bit high.
False. It was Al Ajira in Libya.
So is it false?
Yeah, you got it right, Joe.
In where?
But it actually was a real temperature though.
Yeah, 57.8 is the highest recorded temperature.
Was it Namibia? Was it
Libya.
Oh, Libya.
Libya.
Alright, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
That's
That
it.
is hot, isn't it?
Yeah.
What is the name
Too
of
hot.
a scientist who studies weather?
Meteorologist.
It is a meteorologist.
Well done.
Okay, back to John. What is the driest desert on Earth? The Sahara, the Kalahari, or the Atacama?
I'll have to say the Sahara because it's well known. But could
It
be.
is not. It is the Atacama Desert.
Never heard of it.
There you go.
Okay, so
Did you know that?
No, it's obviously one of those hipster deserts.
Mm.
It's after just popping up.
Okay.
Mm.
Big
Scotty,
mustache.
you now have a true or false.
Yes.
The lowest recorded temperature on Earth of 89.2 degrees, or minus 127.6 degrees Fahrenheit, was recorded at Vostok Station, Antarctica.
Oh, I'm going to say yes. That's true.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's fairly low.
Too
point.
ahead of me, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
back,
good at weather stuff now. I
back
have
to
say.
John.
Okay.
Balls are irregular lumps of ice that fall from clouds, often during thunderstorms, are known as what?
Hailstones.
Hailstones is correct.
Oh, Haley
Okay.
Storms. That's
Question 13. we're
Sometimes
almost
they're
there.
too easy that you
yeah.
kind of think it's a trick
yeah,
question.
yeah.
An avalanche features the rapid descent of what?
Snow.
I really should have looked at these questions.
Yeah, that's fairly
Fear.
very easy.
Back to John. Another true or false one for you, John.
Okay.
The most rainfall ever recorded in 1 year in India is more than 30 meters.
Ooh, it's a lot of rain.
I'm going to go with true because
Yeah, I'd believe that about India, right? They get.
That is false.
damn it.
Oh.
It was at 25.4 meters.
I should have known.
Ah, John.
Question 15.
Let's do it.
Home stretch. Back to Scotty. What is the name of the weather instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure?
A barometer.
Oh, it is a barometer. Yeah,
Done.
I know weather. I actually was a weatherman for a little while.
Were you?
Yeah, yeah.
Before or after you're a plumber?
On TV3, just after.
Now, John, an
Mm-hmm.
anometer is used to measure what? You can look at it there if you if I said it wrong. Back on with the last sleep one.
The plumage of ducks.
An anemometer. You have to say it right. I would have got the answer wrong.
Okay, what does it measure?
People with no names.
It measures amoebas.
Oh, Jesus.
Wind speed. Apparently. Okay. Scotty.
If you Google amoeba, you think you'll find it's the French for wind. so technically mark me down.
I can
right
see
there.
why you're so successful as a salesman.
Scotty, question 17. At what temperature is centigrade equal to Fahrenheit?
0. Is that wrong?
Minus 40 degrees.
All right, okay.
It's the first one.
Yeah,
First
I didn't
thing
know what I
around.
was doing there. I just kind of took a
Okay.
stab.
Question 18, John. Trying to predict the weather is known as weather
Prediction. Well, hang on.
forecasting.
Forecasting. If you gave me another minute, I would have got that.
clue. You live
Okay. Question 19, Scotty.
Yeah.
The area of central USA that features many tornadoes is known as a tornado what?
Ali?
Valley.
Alley, yeah.
It's
Damn
Ali,
it.
yeah.
Well done.
I can't believe I even got his question wrong.
Last question, John. True or false once again? You see lightning and hear thunder.
As in first or second.
Finish the sentence.
No, you see lightning and hear thunder. Is that true or false?
Yes, true.
It is true.
Oh, I thought it was like finishing a
1,
poem
2,
or
I've
something.
never been
4,
so
5.
doubtful of my own decisions before.
John got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, Scotty got 9.
Ooh,
Almost doubled it.
There you go.
nearly.
Fair play, lads. Well done.
That was good. I like that one. So these are our rules of the road. In my research earlier on, I was looking up a little bit of the rules of the road type of stuff because I thought that was interesting too. Oh yeah, now I remember. I know what your thing was about. I remember saying that now. So did you know the autobahn speed limits, or there is no autobahn speed limit in Germany?
Yes.
Germany's vast and elaborate motorways have two unusual laws. Firstly, there is no maximum speed limit. It's not for the faint of hearted or the timid. It's also illegal to stop or slow down. So make sure that your car is in tip-top shape and has a full tank of fuel. Also, did you know in Japan, there's a law of no splashing. So this law could be popular in any country like Ireland. In Japan, it's illegal for motorists to splash mud or puddles at pedestrians. It's a nice idea in theory. We wonder if swerving around the puddles in the rain is the safest practice. So there you go. And apparently in Russia as well, it's illegal for you, or you can get fined if your car is too dirty. So
interesting.
You have to have it clean at all times. There you go. There's my shell bombs.
Interesting.
That was interesting. Have you ever tried to butter someone up?
Yes.
So obviously the meaning of this is to impress someone with flattery.
Oh, right. I was thinking of something else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, anyway, sorry, go on.
Like the oil guy in Family.
Yeah.
Anyway, the origin of this, it was a customary it was a customary religious act in ancient India. The devout would throw butterballs at the statues of their gods to seek favour and forgiveness.
Butterballs.
Butterballs. Balls of butter. Great fiery balls of butter.
Gross.
Oil up that guy.
They have a lot of big tubby gods over there, don't they? In fairness,
Yep.
eating butter.
There you go.
Right, John boy.
John.
I'm
Save
sorry. Keep
it.
an eye on the camera in case it keep the auto stop thing.
Yeah.
I don't have a shell bomb, but I said I'd tell you the story earlier on.
Oh yeah.
Because Bertie, you're talking about the worth of your experience and skills in a job that you'd be going for.
Welcome to John Story Time. John Story Time.
Thank you, Owen.
Air electricity.
That was Owen Scott with the brand new version of his singing voice. No, there's a story, right, of knowing your self-worth and what people are willing to pay someone, or like, let's say you go in for an interview and you're like well experienced for the job, but they're like, I can only pay you this much, blah, blah, blah. All right?
Yeah.
Well, there's a story that I always go by of this big giant cruise ship, right? Huge engines. You know the engines that are in cruise ships, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was in the middle of the ocean. It broke down. And obviously the ship captain said, oh, jeez, we're going to have to get this fixed. So the big ship company said, right, we'll get in a mechanic. So one mechanic came in, went in, we spent like hours on it, couldn't fix it at all. Charged him a couple of £100. Next mechanic came in, was there for ages, took the engine apart, put it back together, still didn't work, right? This went on for about 3 or 4 more mechanics anyway, paying them a couple of £100 each.
Is this in the same day?
No, this is probably going on for a couple of weeks.
So
Yeah, big boat.
Yeah, big boat, like big boat.
So the cruise ship wasn't stuck in the
Well,
middle of the sea?
they evacuated everybody, obviously.
Oh, okay. They weren't all just sitting there waiting.
No, they weren't. No.
Oh, okay.
But the main the main essence of the story is the cruise ship broke down, basically, and they're trying to get this cruise ship fixed, right? A load of mechanics couldn't fix it, right? So they shipped in this really good mechanic that was like
I got that.
he was the legend of engines, right?
The engine whisperer.
He was Mr. Miyagi of engines, right? So he came in, walked down to the engine room, looked over the engine, walked up and down, took out this tiny little hammer, right? Walked over, looked very carefully, banged on the engine, and the engine started up. Not a bother in it.
What?
Yep, engine started up, worked away, no bother at all. The company went, oh, jeez, that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. What do we owe you? 120,000.
Oh my God.
And they said, that's ridiculous amount of money. That's ridiculous. No, we're not paying that. He said, well, yeah, you have to pay it. And they said, give us the invoice and give us a full breakdown of what you did. So he showed the invoice, he says, and it was €2 expenses and 119,998 for knowing where to hit. and that's the difference between paying someone for what they're worth.